thankfully, I'd like to feel like that I've grown to the point where now, over a period of time, I really like and appreciate the opportunity to talk about attacking a zone for a couple of reasons. Number one of which zone offense or attacking a zone defense. Good friend of mine that I came to rely on for a lot of information, named Del Harris. Del Harris was Kobe Bryant's first NBA coach. He was Magic Johnson's last coach. And bottom line, one of the great teachers of the game. Before there were computers, there was Del Harris. He knows that much about the game. But Del's statement I rang true to me, and that is that every young coach, zone offense is every young coach's weakness. It's just something that, we as coaches, we tend to treat our man-to-man offense like it's our grandson. All right. Here's my man-to-man offense. Man, isn't it good looking? Look at my grandson. Okay, look what he can do. Here's what he's really, really good at. Went to the Bengals game yesterday with my grandson. Okay, so I'm fresh off of that. Okay, but I'm coming off of a loss. Okay, championship coaches, you always prepare, you always practice like you've lost your last game. Okay, so I think that's going to help me here today. I'm in that mood. All right. But then on the other hand, zone offense is something that tends to lag behind in every coach's development. Yeah. A horrible story, but it prefaces what I'm here to talk about. My third year I'm a head coach. We're getting ready to we draw for the tournament. And picture now, this is back in the mid-'80s. So there's no internet. Your schedules are on paper. So your tournament opponents, you don't know who and when they play. So after you draw for the tournament, coaches typically, my high school coach always walked up to the next opponent and said, Coach, can you tell us when you're going to be playing next? And then you would write down those games, and then we had to scout in person, didn't have video back then. Okay. So I walk up to this old coach. Now he's younger than I am now. All right. But he was an old coach back when, and I was 28. And I walked up to him and said, Coach, if you don't mind, can you tell me your schedule for the last 2 weeks of the season? He kind of looked at me and he said, son. Okay, so now I'm mad, right? Now I'm mad. Okay, new coach, he called me son. All right, okay, all right. Son, I'm just telling you, you don't need to be scouting us. We're going to play you a 1-2-2 zone. Okay. You beat it, you beat us. All right. You don't beat that, we beat you. All right. So we had our 2 weeks. Lo and behold, we do indeed. Here we go. We're going to face that 1-2-2 zone. And boy, did I ever have our team ready. Except I didn't. Except I really didn't. And this old guy who never left, he never left his own gym to scout us, beats us with his 1-2-2 zone. All right, just like he said he would. And it was a real, it was a hole. It was a bit of a weakness. All right. And so that really put me on a path. I think when we're humbled, that's a great place to learn. But that was, our season ended on what I thought was kind of an arrogant statement, and our season ended, by golly. So with that, I kind of went on a crusade, and that crusade was, boy, we're going to learn how to attack a zone, and by golly, this just isn't going to happen to us again. So towards that end, there were a couple individuals that really came to mind, and one of the first coaching books I ever bought, it's called Coaching Zone Defense, or I'm sorry, Coaching Basketball Zone Offense. And met Del Harris then, all those years ago, and talked to him about attacking the zone. And one of the things he said was, I'm going to be having a book come out. And one of the first books that I ever bought as a coach, thank you, appreciate it, was this one, 1976. All right. Now, freakily, okay, I bugged Del Harris to death. All right. Somebody who always seemed to have time, but I bugged him to death for all of that. And then lo and behold, about 40 years later, he wrote it again. He wrote it again as a tribute to a friend of his. Okay. And so those are two good resources. The other one is a gentleman named Bob Boyd, who coached literally in the shadow of John Wooden. Bob Boyd was a great, great coach at the University of Southern California. Okay. Literally in the shadow. And always, has a great place in my heart, because he was the guy that showed me something for that 1-2-2. That was my first question for like 3 years. Can you show me what to do against a 1-2-2? What do you do? And he did. And he did, and it was fantastic. I have handouts. One of my best teaching mentors said, every good teacher has a handout. Every good teacher has a handout. And my respect for him is such that I just can't get over that. All right. And I think that's how we go. Okay. Principles of zone attack. I've got it here on your sheet. Okay. Mm-hmm. And we're now down to 38 minutes. So I want to make some points that I think are going to be really, really helpful to you. Number one of which I have beat the zone down the floor. Now, the idea, if you read, it says, this doesn't mean shoot quickly. Yeah, we will. That's what I'm waiting on. Thank you. Mm-hmm.
Sarah,
beat the zone down the floor. I taught English for 32 years and I never had an open door. Thanks for that. But I was waiting for our copies. This doesn't mean shoot quickly. Rather, let's put the defenders under pressure to get to their areas of responsibility and pick us up in transition. Okay, so someone zones us. Okay, we think there's a place there for pushing it a little bit more quickly, just to force them to hustle back and get their people into those positions. Okay. Secondly, dribble penetration into the gaps of the zone. Dribble penetration into the gaps of a zone. First coach's clinic I ever went to was Bobby Knight was there. And he talked for an hour and a half on man-to-man offense, and he talked an hour and a half about zone offense. Okay, but the first thing that he told us, I'm 19 years old and have my notes for pity's sakes, okay, was he said, in a zone defense, to draw circles around the areas of the responsibility. Draw circles around the areas of responsibility. Now, what he said was, wherever those circles intersect, that's a place of double coverage. And because of that, that's an area now that you can attack. Those are the targets of your attack. Now, guys, that was 1977. Okay. And even when we were struggling, when I struggled early, okay, that was still true. When I could get it into those areas, good things always happen. Now, a good zone coach next door is telling us, is explaining how to keep people out of those gaps. Okay. But that's the first premise. Okay. So as we think about that offensively, we try to place our people in those areas of double coverage. In our initial alignment, let's just go ahead and line those things up. Let's put our people in places where right away there's an area of double coverage for them to think about. Now, our first principle, okay, which is second on your list, is let's get dribble penetration into those gaps. Okay, so whenever our guy, okay, one of our principles is, okay, we're going to look to dribble the ball into those gaps, into those areas of responsibility. D, what we're trying to do is bring two people to the ball. Okay, we're trying to bring two people to the ball. Yeah. Now, this is important. All right, ready? This is important. Okay. When I say we're trying to bring two people to the ball, we mean this. Sometimes that's physically come. Okay. But other times that may well be that we just make somebody think about covering that gap. But bring two people to the ball. Make somebody guard you, and preferably two. All right. Item number 3. We're going to cut to the middle from behind the zone. Okay. So we have our gaps. Think about your zone. Zone defense, guys, is prefaced really on about 3 things. All right. Number 1, they have something that they want you to do. There's something about you that makes them want to zone you. All right. Or it might be something about them that they want you to, that they want to zone. Right. Okay. So first of all, we're not going to do what they want us to do. All right. But cut to the middle from behind the zone. A zone, guys, is also prefaced on eyes to the ball, right? We're going to cover areas, okay, but we're not, all right, we don't have to be as man conscious. Our eyes are to the ball, okay? Now, in a zone, we say that typically you're going to find 10 eyes on the ball, 10 eyes. So if they have 10 eyes to the ball, all right, what that means is there's areas where then they're going to be blind. All right, there's a blind side. Now, I'm going to put, I'll just preface this again with the 2-3 zone.
Coach?
Yes, go ahead.
Zone offense, every situation, right? 1-3-1, 1-2-2, 3-2.
Yes, these are principles, and then I'm going to show you alignments. Yeah, for that. All right. So the premise here is I just said, okay, we're going to cut to the middle from behind the zone. All right. So here we go. All right. Zone looks zone shifts, but the bottom line here, okay, we have an opportunity, excuse me. We have an opportunity to cut to the middle from behind the zone. All right. Cutting to the middle from behind. All right. Ball's here. Vision is there. We cut from behind them into those areas of double coverage. All right. Ball comes back. All right, ball comes back. All right. What we are trying to do, we're coming back here. We're starting to come in here. We flash to the middle from behind the zone. It's a principle that we do. Any zone, any alignment, it's part of what we do. Okay. Next principle, and this one's good, and frankly, this one's fun. Ready? All right. We'll just say it's coming here. Here we go. All right. Flash to the middle, areas of double coverage from behind the zone. Now, we give it here. Oh, we catch here. All right. Now, once it's caught there, this is letter D. When we catch the ball in the post, first thing, D, okay, you would like this as a player. All right. We catch it here. Our first look is at our partner to the rim. Post to post. Our 4s and 5s. Okay. They're buddies. Okay. They're buddies. When we play against the zone, there's a buddy system on the inside. Right? Our first catch. Okay. Our first catch, big guys. Okay. Our first catch is our partner. Our partner. Partner to the rim. Okay. Baseline. Here he comes. Right. Our first big guys. Our first look, partner to the rim. Very simple, right? Okay. This is our team. Jason's our coach. Okay. All right. Here's you guys are partners. Okay. On your catch, you look for him at the rim. Your catch, look for him at the rim. Okay. Just that simple. But your partner catches it, you're to the rim. All right. Now, second principle here is on the catch in the post. Look at this. This is me. I've caught it, right? My first look was where? Partner in the post. What's the defense doing when I catch it here? They're coming, right? Yeah, they're coming. So I'm going to have pressure above me. Okay. I might have pressure coming up below me. Okay. But I have traffic. But when I catch it and turn and look for my partner, all right, our perimeter guys, we tell them, guys, you've got to slide into view. So look at this. There's the line, right? So if I catch it, look here, right? I can't see Jason. He's my teammate, right? But once I catch it, we tell him, now, guys, he's got problems in there. He's got a world of hurt. People are coming to him, all right? But now we slide into view. We slide into view, okay? And then also with that, okay, we say, slot away. We call this the slot. That's an NBA term, so I use it and our guys were impressed with that, right? Slot away. Okay, so we catch it in the post. Partner, slide into view, both sides. All right, slide into view, slot away. Now, obviously here, guys, okay, I think that two of the weaknesses of the zone, we've already talked about. It's vision to the ball. Vision to the ball. Vision seems always to the ball. The great zones are trying to play it like man to man. They want to see both, right? Okay. But once that ball goes inside, all right, now it's kind of a different story. We've kind of collapsed their defense. We're doing what they don't want us to do. No zone is going to say, hey, we want you in that, call it the logo area. Okay, we want you to throw it in there. Nobody does. Billy next door is trying to teach good coaches how to keep that ball out of there. Right? Okay, so once it does, now, all right, now we've got that opportunity. Okay. Partner, slide into view. Now, those opportunities to kick it out, those are the great times to use your 3-point line, right? Inside, slide into view, kick it out.
Corner or
Slide into view. Just, it doesn't, not necessarily corner, just slide to where he can see you, right? I catch it, I think partner, all right, 24 looks open to me, right? Okay, now I can kick that out. Now I talked about zone weakness, right? Vision. Yeah, vision. All right. The second thing is, guys, ready? The zone, you've got to get your guys to understand, hey, guys, we can pass and catch the ball at will. We can pass and catch the ball at will. We don't have, no. Who plays with a shot clock? Is there a shot clock in Lebanon? Okay, is there a shot clock in Mongolia? Do you play with a 30-second shot clock?
Yeah, really.
You do? Okay. So you have that, you all have that to contend with. High school basketball, state of Ohio, it's not yet. It's coming. But even with that, we tell our guys, hey, we can pass and catch the ball at will. Be an outlet for each other. Ready? We put it in this term. Be your brother's keeper. Be your brother's keeper. Okay? Now, once the ball comes out. Yes, sir.
Just explain a bit on what you just said.
What I just said?
Yeah.
Yeah. Be your brother's keeper. Okay. And so it goes, thanks for asking. Kind of goes like this. All right. Here's your zone. Okay. We'll put it, okay. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom. All right. Here. Boom. I catch it, nobody guards me. So one of the principles is let's make somebody guard you, preferably two. Right? But now here they come. All right. Or here one comes. I'm on the top. One guard on the top. Now here's what I mean by that. Be your brother's keeper. All right. Don't hide behind the defense. This guy, here he comes. He has some pressure there, right? Yeah, he has some pressure there. All right. I'll illustrate it with our friend that's sitting back here. Right? Ready? Okay. You are between he and I. Right? If he has the ball and a problem, all right, I'm no help to him here. Being your brother's keeper, can you see me now? All right. And so now, guys, okay, just me, I'm not standing here thinking shot. Okay, if my brother has a problem, I gotta be his keeper. All right, I gotta make an outlet for him. Now it can come back to me. All right, and now we're into our perimeter things, which is this. All right, okay. We slide into view. Perimeter players rotate, get into the sight line, and be shot ready. This is important fundamental. Okay, 10 minutes. Expect the kick out. Expect the ball. So if I'm on the perimeter, all right, if I'm on the perimeter, all right, post catches it. He thinks partners, and while he does, I'm getting myself into view, but I'm also getting myself into a shooting position. Okay, we want our guys to carry their hands ready to catch. Okay, too many players, okay, will be here. Jason gives it to me. All right, now I got to catch it. Now I got to get square. Now I got to make my decisions. Okay, and that comes next. I need to be shot ready. I need to be down. All right. Bobby Knight always told us we're a right-handed shooter. That means we're a right-footed shooter too, which means right foot back before I catch it. Now, here comes the basketball. Now I can sight that and step into my shot. It's a one-step motion. Now, zone offense. Shot ready, catch it. All right. If that's our shot, and you've heard me talk about that, right? It's our shot. It's not my shot. It's our shot. Okay. Now I'm into my shot. Boom. If that's mine. Okay. If it's not, I'm going to shot fake it and think about the next thing. I'm going to shot fake it and try to bring two. I'm going to shot fake it and make somebody cover me. That's our idea. Now, skip pass. Skip pass. Ball's on one side of the floor. Boy, this is a mess, isn't it? It's here. You with me? It's here. All right. Boom. All right. Ball goes out. All right. You saw me catch it, shot ready. The defense got to me. All right. But away from the ball now, guys. Okay. Now the ball's going inside. It's coming outside. If I don't have shot or drive, the opportunity to skip that thing to my partner across, that becomes a great option. Okay. Now, there were 4 generations of basketball coaches that says, don't ever throw that ball across court. And then comes Bob Knight, then comes Pete Newell, and then Bob Knight, and everybody else that says, man, you got to look at that skip pass. All right. And you do. You really, really do. All right. But here's what's really, really important here as well. Ready? Skip pass, put the zone under pressure. My next principle says on the catch of the skip, okay, on the catch of the skip, I want to say it exactly as I have it on my sheet. All right. Think shot, shot fake, or penetrate. Okay. So on the skip, here it comes. It's either going to be shot, boom. It's going to be shot fake and penetrate. Okay. On that skip. Now, here's a critical thing, guys, that your players like to do. Ready? The ball's on one side of the floor. All right. Ball's on one side of the floor. All right. They want to sneak in. When they do, okay, when they sneak in, guys, you take away your passing lane. If this guy comes closer to the defense, we have no opportunity to throw it to him here. He's too close. There's defense here. So we use a 3-point line for spacing. If you're away from the ball, perimeter, okay, stay outside the 3-point line. That protects the skip pass. All right. Second thing that protects the skip pass is your big guys. You can back screen in here. If you're away, all right, you have the opportunity, you've got a defender in front of you. You can look for that opportunity to screen that guy in. Okay. So letter H on my sheet says, keep the zone attack, keep your outlets high. That was what I just illustrated here. Ball was on that wing, remember? There's the zone. I'm going to be high on the top and wide away. That's what I just talked about. Because guys, the zone lets us pass and catch at will. Okay. Offensive rebound on the backside of the zone. I have three big ideas of the zone, and it's this. Don't do what they want you to do. Okay. Don't do what they want you to do. Attack it with patience. You can pass and catch at will in the state of Ohio. You can pass and catch at will. And then thirdly, offensive rebound. Offensive rebound. Okay. Why is that so critical? Why is an offensive rebound so critical as we think about attacking a zone? Man to man. Okay. Man to man. Who do you block out? Yours. Yours. Zone. Who do you block out?
Whoever's close.
Whoever's closest. Now, if I'm on the back of that zone, all right, I'm on the back of that zone, all right, and we've got two post players, right? Who am I blocking out? The nearest one, right? Okay. But if we both have the idea, guys, that on the shot, okay, I'm going to shoot. All right, here we go. Here we go. All right. Let's say it's going here. Anyway, let's say the shot has come here. It's gone inside out. All right. Now our action, guys, looks like this on the perimeter shot. We're trying to get backside rebound out of the high guy. Okay. Ball goes up. His target is right here. All right. And this one, our target is middle of the lane. Okay. Okay. So the offensive rebound becomes a big part of what we're trying to do. Okay. All right. Now, this isn't a math problem where we always come up with the right answer. Okay. But that's our, sometimes this guy can get blocked out. All right. But this is also important. Right. We were in Butler the other day, and their coaches were saying, don't run into her back. He said, you're just running into her back. He said, get around. Okay. On an offensive rebound situation, my goal is to get beside my guy, preferably in front of him, but beside him is just fine. Okay. But it takes an effort to do that. Last thing I said was, then let's attack the zone with patience and confidence. Let's be confident, guys, that there's a reason. Okay, we're going to be able to pass and catch, be our brother's keeper. We're going to get a good shot as long as we're patient and strong with the ball. And when we get a shot, we got two guys trying to get to the board. Okay, backside and middle. All right. Plus, then your opponent can determine one more thing. If it's shot from here, right? Okay. Does your opponent run or not? Are they a fast break team or not? Your scouting's going to tell you, right? Or game adjustments. Okay. This is what this is what you coach for. But I got this one, D. I got this one coming middle, right? Sometimes we'll bring that third one. Okay. So now get this. Okay. All right. I mean, look at the numbers of the zone here. Okay. This is how they've shifted, right? Our shot came from here. But where did we say we're going? Yeah. Yeah. And maybe, yeah. Guys, we have three guys to their one. Because a lot of times the top of your zone, right? I mean, that's somebody my size. Right, it's not your best offensive rebounder on the back here, right? Top guy in your zone, typically not your, so you've got an opportunity to really, really rebound that thing. All right. I have a couple things I'm gonna put in your hand. This is an alignment. And basically, as I've illustrated what we do, I've showed you an alignment we call Phoenix. All right. I've called this one Phoenix. And see that that's exactly what I've already showed you on the board, right? Yeah, this is what we've illustrated already. All right. 2-3 zone. And there's your action. All right, ready? Pass. All right, here we come. Now, we've got the top of the zone here. All right. Now, D, you would like to be this guy for us, okay? Because there's something that we tell our guys that we really like to do in this situation. There's the top of the zone, right? Okay. We like to come in here, all right, and seal this guy. All right. So I like to come into the top of the zones. Jason's that top guy, right? I'm going to put my hind in here. I'm going to look to seal him and show him that inside my basket hand, right? I'm post, all right? And you've already seen what, so now we can maybe seal this guy and really open up this hole. Okay, just that little action of coming in here, all right? And the fun part is, you know, when this is an excellent post player. I had a young man named Scotty Cumberland. All right. Scotty Cumberland's son was player of the year, University of Cincinnati in their conference 2 years in a row, G League player. All right. But now we've got the opportunity. All right. 30 seconds. Now we've got the opportunity to really open up that. Guys, he's coming in there on a little guard. Okay. Now, what's a good little guard going to do when he feels pressure there? He's going to get around, right? He's not going to be satisfied. He's going to get around. He's going to fight this. And as he does, brother's keeper, I can come right back here in this gap. Okay, here it comes. And now I can come right into this gap where this guy's just fought the big guy. Now he's in recovery. You can attack him and look at what you've created here, right? Right there. Okay, now watch. When the ball's here, guys, watch our action on the inside now. We're back here. This one's coming in. Same thing. Now, once we hit it here, you guys tell me where's he look first? Basket. Partner. Partner. Yeah. Slide into view, right? And slide away. Okay. Slide away. I'm done. I'm done. We can we can talk more another time, but appreciate